How's it going, guys? SYG Tech is here. Welcome back for another video. In today's video we have cool product. So Wolfang was kind enough to send this product for a review, but they don't pay me to make this video. Actually, I had this product for nearly a month. So in today's video I'm gonna show you what do you get in the box, and we're gonna test it with a couple of devices. But yeah, this device is very small. It's 1080p, supports pretty much all the devices, works with Android, works with iOS, Switch, laptops, you name it. But let me show you what do you get in the box. So inside in the box, with usual paperwork, which obviously you'll get manuals, you'll get like cards, but no one doesn't read that. Also in the box you'll get something pretty cool, which is the remote control. This is nice, you need that. You have pretty much all your controls, volume up and down, off, on. So we're gonna test that. Also in the box you'll get HDMI cable, which I think is essential to connect your devices. And last but not least, you'll get DC power. This is UK because I live in UK. The only complaint that I have is that the cable is very short. I wish this cable is at least 2.5 meters, because when you try to set up the device anywhere, you need to have at least long cable. So yeah, this is very short. I wish they make this cable a little bit longer. And something that it's not included in the box, which I bought separately, is the Type-C to HDMI cable. Although they state in the website that in order to connect your mobile phone or any device with a Type-C, you need to have this adapter. So this is a Type-C to HDMI. I wish they include that in the box. I'm gonna leave the cable in the descriptions down below if you want to buy this device separately. And another thing that not many people probably don't know is that in order to connect your mobile phone or any device with a Type-C, you need the cable, but your device needs to support DisplayPort. So when I try to connect my Nothing Phone to A and also the Pixel 7, they don't support DisplayPort. So the Type-C is mainly for charging and the data transfer. It didn't work. So this is something that you should know. Make sure that your device supports DisplayPort in order to connect pretty much any devices. If you want to do like a streaming, or if you want to connect it to, for example, projectors and so on and so forth. And now let me show you the projector. This is cool. It's very small. This thing is so cute. And again, it's very compact, very small. As you can see, looks pretty nice. On the bottom, as you can see, we have a port, so you can connect it directly to a tripod, which this is very handy. And on the top, we have all the buttons, physical buttons, stop, play, up, down. So if you wanna use that, you can do that as well. On this side, we have a DC port. Other side, we have a dial for the lens. We're gonna check that. And on the back, we have a couple of ports, as you can see. So we have a Type A port, headphone jack, micro SD card, infrared port, and we have HDMI port. I wish we had Type-C port, but again, this is a budget device. And I forgot to mention the price. This device costs £33.99 here in UK. Sometimes this device can go cheaper. Last week I saw this device for £28, if I'm not wrong. So roughly around 28 to 33 pounds for this small device, which is pretty cool. Let's test it. Let's go to the living room and let's connect it to my Chromebook. And I think I have an iPhone, so I'm gonna try to connect it to iPhone. So let's see if this is gonna work. And now let me show you this small mini projector, which is pretty cool. I like it. I'm gonna show you the picture quality. So the HDMI goes on this side where it's being connected to the HDMI to Type-C port. Yes, make sure to get this in order to connect any Type-C ports, like I mentioned earlier. So as you can see, it's been connected already. Actually, let me switch off the light so you can have a better idea. So the light is off now. So let me show you the settings. Also, we have a small speaker here. We're gonna test it in a second. So we have a settings. So before I show the settings, we have a source button, which is this here. I don't know if you can see. So as you can see, we have home, HDMI and media. So if we press media, we have movie, music, photo, text. So this is when you add a micro SD card here. So we don't have any micro SD card. When I tested the projector with a micro SD card, I had small issue. Some of the videos was not playing, only the audio was playing. So I don't know if there's any problems with that, but it's working. So again, if you go back, you have iOS. If you go to iOS, this is going to show you how to connect iOS device. As you can see, we have media, like I already showed you. So this is very important thing to check. So we have the HDMI, which is being connected. I'll show you the settings, but before that, let me show the import guide. So as you can see, everything is here, how to connect iOS, Android device, and yeah, all the information is here. So if you need some support, yeah, you can get that from the company. And now to the good part. Let me show you the settings. Let's start with the picture mode. As you can see, if you go to picture mode, we have few options. We have dynamic, mild, user, and standard. Dynamic, I think, is the best one, so use dynamic. We have color temperature, which is standard. We have cold, warm, standard is the best. And we have music. So the movie is the best option, so use the movie. It has a little bit more bass. We have music, movie, sports, user, and balance as well needs to be 0. And languages, restore to factory default, software update, auto sleep, screen ratio, and this is the version. So if you go to screen ratio, actually you can change it to 4:3. I wish there was options to do it for TikTok or for shorts video, which will be nice. 19:16, but yeah. And now let's check some of the settings here. So we have the auto drop, auto keystone, keystone reset, window zoom. So with the window zoom, you can make the screen smaller, as you can see. I leave it to 100%. Zoom screen reset. As you can see, this is the settings pretty much of the actual projector. And now let me play something from my YouTube channel. Let me play something that is gonna be a little bit more with colors. I think this will be okay. Obviously there'll be some ads right now. Let me stop the music. And let me stop this now. So let me know, what do you think? Make sure to check my channel. I'm super happy with this small projector. As a matter of fact, let me switch the TV. Actually, let me stop the sound for a second. So let me switch the TV off. So at least it's gonna be dark. So as you can see, the picture quality, it's not bad. I mean, this small projector costs £33.99, and for something quick, I think is all right. Again, this is a budget. Don't expect like a lot of functions, but something that you want to connect, let's say your laptop or your mobile phone, your Android phone. If you want to do like a presentation or something, yes, it's lacking a lot of features. I wish it has Type-C port. I wish comes with the Android, but again, this is a small budget friendly interesting small projector. So let me know in the comments down below. I'm planning to do more videos, so this is the first video with this company. Also, as you can see, I don't have a projector screen. This is on the wall directly. I'm gonna buy a projector screen, so I'll do another video, so stay tuned for that. Link in the descriptions down below. It's not a bad product. For 33 quid, I think it's a good option if you're on a budget. Yeah, let me know what you think, guys. If you have any questions, leave it in the comments down below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.